Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Craft World Live. We have got something really fun for you today. Are you ready for the weekend? Did you see the title of the show? We're talking about Slimline without the tonic. That is purely saturated Slimline. It's fun. Anyway, I can't think of anything else to play on words there. It's really going to be such a fun show. We have got a brand new launch of Paper Discovery products. We are looking at a style of card rather than just the one collection, which is going to be extra fun. We have got an amazing demonstrator to introduce to you that you will not have seen live with us before, which I'm super excited about, and I know she's excited too. But we've also got some giveaways as well as offers. Now, the giveaway is going to be over £110 of brand new Paper Discovery products. So we are talking about Slimline and DL shaped cards. Please make sure you are tagging all of your friends, because all you need to do is comment to win. So as soon as you're commenting, your name is in the hat to win. We'd like you to say hello, what's the weather like? Of course, I'm obsessed with the weather. Let me know what it's like in your area at the moment, wherever you're watching in the world. I know we get people from all over the place, all over the world. But also, I want you to say a huge hello to our new demonstrator on Craft World Live. I'm so excited because she is brand new to the CraftStash design team. Now, I'm going to come over to Marta. You may have seen her projects over on Craft World. You may have seen them also on CraftStash. Now, I'm going to have a go at pronouncing her surname in a moment, but let's come and see her because she's waiting in the wings. Very excited, I'm sure. Good afternoon, Marta.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Lou. Hi, Maria.
Hello.
Thank you for having me today.
You're so welcome, so welcome. We're so thrilled to have you. You are extremely talented. We love having you on the design team. You are our newest design team member. How do you feel about that? Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, it's been amazing. It's actually something I always knew I would like to do, to be even like a guest designer or something. So I'm living my dream, and I am just like more than happy. And yeah, I'm still in that phase when I'm like pinching myself, thinking like, oh, am I dreaming? Or
oh no, you're not dreaming.
So
you're not
amazing.
It's a dream for us to have you with us. It really is. So first of all, I'm going to properly introduce you, Marta Debicka. Is that right? Does that sound about right? Yay!
Yes, that's me.
You won't believe what we've done today to make sure I get that almost correct. So Marta has just joined us on the CraftStash design team just very recently. You may know her as a Drop of Sunshine on social media, on Craft World. She's so prominent, putting beautiful projects up everywhere. So everybody, please make sure you're having a look out for Marta on those social channels and give us a big welcome. Give her a massive welcome in the comments, and of course that comment is then allowing people to be in with a chance of winning some of these new Paper Discovery products. So you are going to be demonstrating twice for us today.
Yes,
which I love.
Times.
So you have the new Paper Discovery. I'm going to go through that in a moment for everybody. What are you thinking about, first of all, Slimline cards in general? Do you like doing them usually?
I personally love them. This is the perfect card size. They're not too small. They're not too big. So it's a perfect starting point for everyone. And they give so much chances and opportunity that possibilities are endless. You can create them in many styles, make them clean, simple, and more build up. And I just personally love them. I really do. So I'm
Brilliant.
So happy that I am having a chance to show you some of my Slimline cards creation today.
And your cards are phenomenal. They really are. I know you sent me some photos recently, and I cannot believe what you've been making. Do you have any there quickly you can hold up to give us a little tease of what you might be doing in a moment?
For the presentation, or a few cards, what would you
anything
like?
You've got any Slimline cards you've got to hand. I know you're in your craft room there. I'm actually looking on the shelves behind you and seeing what I can spy.
No, that's just a mess.
No, it's really not.
I've got a few cards like from the Slimline collection. I'm not sure. I'll try to put them closer to the camera. So I was making a few examples. I'm also going to have a video on my YouTube channel where I will show you. And this is another one. I will quickly show you more when I will have the camera down a little bit, because they will be very visible. So
stunning.
could truly.
So have you enjoyed working with the Paper Discovery collection?
Yes, I really do love Olga designs. I've got a couple other of her dies, so I know like her designs well. They're always so elegant, and she's been brilliant designer, so I absolutely love them. And this is just a pure joy that I can come here today and not only play with the slim cards, which is one of my favorite size, apart from the big cards, because I really love making those big fancy cards as well.
Big ones.
But the Slimline, I think it's my big cards, and the slim cards are my favorite one. And then Olga design is just like a double winning for me.
Wow! So it's a fantastic Friday for you today, then. So what I will do is I will give you a chance to flip your camera around, and I will show everybody this new collection that you're going to be working with, because we have some offers, of course, some discount codes and things, and then we'll come back to you for a demonstration if that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's
lovely. I'll see you in a moment.
Perfect.
Marta is getting ready for her demonstration now. So Olga Directorenko is the designer of Paper Discovery, and unfortunately she couldn't be here with us today because she has been so busy lately. As you probably remember, she's just recently launched another collection for us that we did just recently. That was the Vintage High Street. So she's been busy doing inspiration for you and videos for that. She's recently obviously just done this collection, and of course we know there's always something in the pipeline. She's also just had the craft along. Did you see the craft along that she did with us a couple of weeks ago? You can go back and watch that. So we thought we'd give her a little break and introduce you to Marta instead and let her take the reins for this collection, which I'm really excited about. Now, before I show you the new collection, and we've got lots of other Slimline and DL card shapes to be able to offer you today, we have amazing offers. So first of all, if you have a look over on craftstash.co.uk, there is a banner on the homepage that says 10% off today. Okay, there's only a few exclusions for that. You're looking at things like your Tombos and your cricket machines, things like that are excluded because they're massive prices, of course, because you're getting big bundles there. But most things on the site you can get 10% off by using the code EXTRA10. That includes Paper Discovery, that includes Apple Blossom, which I'm going to show you, that includes creative dyes as well, and Lawn Fawn. There's lots I'm going to be showing you. But there is another offer with Paper Discovery that I need to tell you about. So come on down. Let's have a look at my desk. Now, my desk is, of course, I will say hello to a few people in a moment. So thank you for all your comments. My desk is all ready because I'm going to get to demonstrate for one demonstration today, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be showing you the new Slimline card from Apple Blossom. But Paper Discovery, now we have got our Slimline and also our DL card builders. Now there are elements such as the full card builder die set. Now this includes everything you need to create those beautiful shaped cards, including panels. There's a lot. In fact, let me just open this one up for you so you can see how much you are getting in each pack. There is a huge amount of metal in there, as you can see. Lots and lots to get you going on your crafting journey when you're making Slimline and DL cards. Now there are two sets with this as such, two bundles. You can get things individually as well, but definitely the bundle is where you're going to be saving the most money, but also you have the opportunity to grab yourself a free gift too. So a bundle over on the website consists of the card builder die set for either Slimline or DL. It also then adds in the additions too. So there are two additions for each card builder set. So this is the Slimline set. So I can then have the opportunity to get a free Slimline or DL stamp set. So one of these free in my basket. You'll have a little, I believe there'll be a little tick box so you can add in the stamp set when you're purchasing the bundles. Okay, there are amazing offers on these. So you've got the Slimline, you've then also got the DL card builder and the edition sets as well. So they are stunning. Now Marta's going to run you through her demonstrations, the products and everything, so I don't want to focus too much on just showing you packaging. We want to get onto the inspiration, of course. Now let me just say a very quick hello to a few of you whilst I just give Marta a couple of seconds longer to get herself ready. Don't forget, anyone commenting, you are in the hat to win. I always say in the hat. I don't physically have a hat. I'd love to. But the lovely Maria is standing by to choose some names at random. Now, you may be watching on Craft World and commenting there. You may be watching on Facebook, or you may be over on YouTube. Wherever you are watching, please comment. We will make sure we scour all the platforms and randomly pick out 3 names from them. So we've got, going right back to the beginning, Anita Snell was the first to comment. Cheryl Thomas saying hello to us all. Benita, hello to you from Sweden, or from the UK to Sweden. Hello to Trish, to Debbie as well, to Shelley Anderson. Yeah, Benita says she loves Slimline as well. Terry Kelly says, hi guys, welcome to Marta, really looking forward to today. Karen Ball, Samantha Butler, Amanda Young, or McLean Young, I apologise, Pamela Squires, Janet Hughes. There's loads of you. Thank you so much. I've got loads of comments. I will go through and read and make sure there's no questions whilst Marta is demonstrating, because I don't want to talk over her too much. I know she's really excited, got lots to show you. So there's lots and lots going on today. We've got that giveaway. All you need to be doing is entering by commenting, tagging and sharing with your friends. And then, of course, we've got the free stamp offer as well, and the extra 10 code. You'll see all the details for that on the homepage of the website. I think that's everything for now. I think that's a lot to take in. Now, Marta's going to demonstrate the paper discovery. I'm going to come back and demonstrate some apple blossom for you, and then we're going to go back to Marta again, because we also have things like creative brand, of course, of Slimline and DL to show you. There's a lot to jam pack into this hour, so let's get straight on with the demonstrations with Marta. Are you ready for us, lovely?
Yes, I am. I'm ready. Unfortunately, the sunshine is not cooperating with me today.
It's fine, honestly.
It's been very, very bright for a change. But I'll just quickly show you. The Olga came up with 2 different designs. One is from the slim card and one is for DL size card. And let me just quickly tell you, for everyone who does not know the difference, the DL size cards, they are a little bit wider than the Slimline. The Slimline is actually 3 1/8 of the inch size, which is 8 centimeters, and this one are 4 inches, which is 10 centimeters. So this is the difference. This is the comparison when you can see it over here. So just to quickly show you the cards, well, obviously, whoever knows the Olga, you do know that she's always very elegant with her cards. And sometimes what we do, we tend to, when we look on the dice, we tend to follow the designer. If someone is creating elegant cards, we automatically think of the elegance cards.
Yeah.
And DL size cards, you cannot always use them for the Slimline card. You can just combine and create a larger size cards as well. And what I did, I also create this A5 size card, which is art. And the reason why is it's showing as nicely because I've inked it up from the underneath. Before actually sticking it, I took the brown ink and just inked it up, so that's why it's so showing up, because all the edges are actually a little bit brown.
That's beautiful, very subtle, but so delicate.
Not always you have to use the whole design. Here I just use it across and just use a fraction of it.
That's stunning.
So I didn't put the sentiment because sometimes I do that, and then whenever occasion is coming, I could choose and have something ready to go. And there is also this lovely frames. There are circle and the square one. And the circle one, when you cut the frame, you always end up with those ovals. And do not waste them. I've just created a simple card with the circle on its own.
Oh, lovely.
This one I just embossed and couple drops and you're ready to go. But I actually have the real presentation I want to show you and make a card. So let me just quickly pull that out away and we can start creating our card.
Absolutely.
And normally, if you think this was my first idea to create something elegant as Olga style, but then I've decided to make a little twist. And the card I want to create today will have a little bit a vintagey mixed media vibe, actually.
Yes, my favorite.
So what I did, I've pre-cut some elements. I've got some bits here cut. This is just any design papers, just something to have some pattern, actually some interest on it. This is what we're gonna start. I usually work on the glass mat, but today with the sunshine, I didn't really had a chance because the sun was just lining up everything. So this is just a wallpaper.
It's nice to see the
My last
sunshine,
minute
though.
result, actually, I was trying to pull out something very, very last minute. So what I'm gonna do, I've ripped the packaging. This is how I could not wait to play with them. I just ripped the packaging. So what I'm gonna do, I actually do a little bit stamping. And you not always have to, when you do the mixed media touch, you not always have to do everything perfectly. Here I have some ink, and I just stamp it here and there, just a little bit to add some extra interest. And what I'm also gonna be doing is I will take a piece of the sponge here, and you know what? I forgot to bring more sponges, so I'll be just cutting myself a little bit, just so I'm not gonna be like, oh, and one thing I really like to do is to go over the edges with my scissors. And this is just a quick tip to actually add dimension, to create some interest, because once you go over the edges, this will automatically makes your paper look much thicker than it is.
Okay.
And if you keep your scissors straight, there's very low chances you're gonna rip it. You can also do some ripping if you like, but I like to keep them nicely. And one tip, if you're doing those edges, definitely do not pop and back with the sponge, because all those little paper bits, they will end up with your in your stamping pad. So what I like to do, I'm making sure it's moisture enough so I won't have to top it off. And if I want to do it, I do it on the other side of the sponge, so that way I'm not putting those paper bits inside, because that's protect them from the from destroying.
So Marta, you've been demonstrating now for about 3 minutes, and we've already had about 10 top tips from you.
I'm just like trying to be on a spit, because you told me that I've got 10 minutes. So now I've took another piece of the card. This is just an ordinary rectangle I cut, and what I did, I just ran it through using the brown mat for embossing it. And this is the lovely design. Look on that, my friends.
That's so pretty.
And this one, I'm also gonna be distressing the edges just a little bit, but this one you have to be more careful, because it's very much easier to rip, because you've got those embossing. So just a teeny bit. Don't put too much strength on it.
It's not the end of the world if you get a little tear, though, is it?
No, especially with this type of a card. This is the greatest type of the card to do, because if you get something messy, not straight, not perfectly right, it's meant to be. No one will ever notice. In case like you do those fancy cards when everything is straight and looks very, very nice and neat, then definitely you have to be just very, very watch yourself what you're doing. Now another thing, what I did, I create myself a little mask using the die. This is just a piece of the plastic. I cut it through, and now I have this mask.
Wow.
And so I'm taking it, I'm just sponging it, just like through the masking here and there, just basically to add some color. Nothing really fancy, difficult. And what I like to do, I like to keep it like triangle. I think it looks much nicer when you look on something. There's this flow.
It's that that rule of thirds, isn't it? That's used very much in design.
So I'm having my card base, and
can I just ask a question? I'm sure someone else will ask. That the plastic you've used to make the stencil, what's that from? That plastic?
I can't remember. I honestly don't remember. But you can do it on a piece of the acetate.
Yes.
Or you can also use the thicker, like a paper. If you got like a strong machine and you will use it like 300 GSM paper, you can use it as well, and you can even put the texture paste through it.
Really
Obviously, the paper one, it's not gonna be as durable as this one, because this one you can wipe.
Yes.
But
it's a great idea, though.
I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, I've got this pack for years. I never use it, because I the story behind that. I find it in some of the craft stores, like a stationary one, and I found a packet of them. But my old die cutting machine wasn't really cutting through. It was like squishing it, but it was very, very hard to cut because it's quite strong.
Yes.
But now, since I'm using the Gemini machine, it's very, very powerful tool. So that way, it's just cut through everything. So that's why I was able to cut it. I have another piece of the different die from Olga as well, and I'll brown it up a little bit just to team up here and there. And the one thing I like to do with all the elements, if I use some stamp and you stamp a little bit here and there on everything, this will actually match up your elements. So it makes so much that they're just automatically matching one to another.
I love this. This is going in completely a different direction to how I'd expect a paper discovery card to go. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
I think that something different for a change. I'm gonna tear it, actually.
Somebody's had a really good idea, actually, Marta. Would you use this idea? So somebody has said, Sandra has said that maybe use an old blending mat and die cut that for a stencil, because of course you'd have that resist, wouldn't you, on it?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea as well. Now I'm having this element here from the die from the Olga set, and I don't want to use the whole set, but when I look on this, I automatically see the leaves here. So I'm just going to be taking a scissor, I quickly snip here and there, and in a second I will just cut myself. There we go. And I'll just do a few sips here and there, and if you look on that, you've got perfectly perfectly finished ornament, which you can add to your card. Obviously, if you're not going to be as speeding as me, you will do it much nicer. But on that, it's just like something to add to your cards. And it's not only the full die you have to always use. Always try to look like, oh, maybe I could use it like a different way. So as you can see, I am just chopping a little sections here and there, and just trying to use it as my ornament for.
Okay. Somebody has asked, Marta, Amanda has asked what colour your distress ink is.
This one is called brush. Oh my gosh, how to say that? Brush
corduroy?
Yes, that's the one. You saved me.
Well, you saved me with your name. Funny story. So I always have issues pronouncing names, and Marta very kindly this morning, I was actually still in bed having a cup of tea, and she sent me a voice message to tell me exactly how to pronounce her name, along with a little drawing spelling it out phonetically for me. So I am so grateful for that. I just wish everyone would do that for me.
Now you're gonna get like 10,000 messages.
I probably will.
Everyone sending their names.
That's fine.
Okay. So I'm just gonna brown it up a little bit, just teeny tiny bit. Obviously, if you're not gonna be on the clock as me, you can do much more to it. I'm just doing that basically just to show you an idea that you're not always have to use the die as it says, like that's the full die and one way. You can always try to look on your dies a completely different way. What else? I'm gonna do something like that. How am I doing with the timing? Please tell me.
Oh, honestly, as long you just take your time. Everyone's loving watching you. I'm loving watching you. Nobody wants to see my demonstration. We're just happy to watch you. Don't worry about the time at all. So quite a few people asked at the beginning, and I believe you did answer this, but I'm just going to reiterate for anyone who didn't reach us at the beginning and is wondering what is the difference between a DL and a slimline card. So DL stands for double length, so the width is half of the length, or the length is twice the width. So the double length card, and that's quite a common size in letters and stationery. We've had for years DL envelopes, but slimline is like the new modern take on DL, where they're even slimmer and sometimes taller as well. So they're the difference. I can probably, I don't know actually, if Marta at some point, if you could measure your Paper Discovery finished Slimline and DL cards for us at some point, so we can give those measurements out for people.
The
Just
finished one of the DL was 4 inches wide, and the Slimline was 3 1/8 of the inch, which was like a.
How do you know that? How do you? She's just answered without even
remember,
looking.
I just remember. So I don't know how am I doing it, but I just remember.
She's so prepared. It's ridiculous.
I think if you cut those cards because I do quite look, and we've got a lovely butterfly here.
Wow.
And if you cut a lot of the cards, like on a like on a guillotine, you tend to start remembering those sizes.
That's true.
So this is probably why I'm not like a brainiac. No, I wish I could be.
I just thought, wow. So you've created a butterfly there, and that's come from the card builder set, has it?
Yes, it's from the where do I have to say? Oh,
it's from those large panels, isn't it?
I've just used those 2 bits over here.
Beautiful.
And I've just cut them and create this butterfly wing.
Stunning. So while you're just stamping that, I'll just remind everybody that if you are looking at the brand new Slimline and DL card builder set bundles from Paper Discovery, popping one of the 2 bundles into your basket qualifies you to then also add in a free stamp set, also from Paper Discovery, and also brand new today. So make sure you have a look at those. They are stunning. As you can see from Marta's designs, they are absolutely beautiful.
I'm just gonna rip it because I don't prepare myself any die, so I just do it off my hands.
So many people wouldn't be brave enough to do that, but I suppose with the shabby chic sort of look that you're going for, perfection isn't necessarily needed.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's good that we experiment and get ourselves like brave. I mean, I remember my beginnings with the card making. I was always like scared in case, I'm gonna ruin something. I've got a piece of the string, and I think I'm just gonna loop it a little bit.
Okay.
Just maybe 3.
This is coming together beautifully.
3 loops. Is that 3? That's 3. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Amanda has made a note. Sorry.
Yes.
I was talking over you then. Amanda has made a note in the comments for everyone. She's noted down what you just said about the measurements, so anyone can refer back to that if they missed it or forget.
Perfect.
Sandra says, Marta, this card is fantastic. Lorraine loves the butterfly. Maureen loves shabby chic. It's just so many.
We've got, and now we're gonna be gluing all of that together just quickly. And let me see, I've got the glue and already glue on my hands, but
so Teresa has asked has asked myself a question. How long does this deal last with the free stamp sets? Usually our deal's on a Friday. In general, they'll usually last until the following week, until we get our next new launch. Hopefully, CraftStash, the lovely Maria, can just confirm that for me, that this deal does last until either Thursday or Friday next week for us. So many people are loving what you're doing there. Kate Baker has said, where do you get your ideas for your cards from?
I don't know, from my head.
From her head?
It's hard to tell, but I think like if you're crafting for a little bit, I've got some metal ornaments as well. I've just grabbed basic like a key and a little bit. I think for this mixed media vibe creation, it's always nice to add some metal embellishments. They always compone nicely. But if it comes for the ideas, I think like if you're crafting for a little bit time, like for me it's nearly 10 years now, then obviously you see during this crafty time you create a lot, you see a lot, and especially if you watch like your friends on the YouTube and everyone, so it's always like, I think it's coming with the time, like that, I am, because I've did a lot of the different designs, like different projects. Oh, I should not be doing that first, but never mind.
Never mind, it's fine.
So, what about yourself? Where do you get your ideas for your design, for your creation?
I don't know. I've been asked this question a lot of times and I never know the answer.
Yeah, it's a hard one to say because sometimes you can spot something even in a like cooking magazine or something, the color combination or something. You never know like what will actually, you know.
I think social media and, well, just media in general have a lot to do with inspiration without you realizing. Advertisements, for example, they're designed by graphic designers, made to catch your eye. They will be colors that are complementary, things like that. So we don't realize we're seeing this inspiration all day, every day. We just need to start making notes. If you see a lovely sign somewhere, you think, oh, I don't know why, but I like that. Make a note of the colors and the layout and the size, the style, the orientation, whatever it may be. And things can come together from that, can't they? I love that with the key as the body.
Let me just arch that one.
So you're just adding glue to the ends there, are you? So you can keep that
yes, just a little bit, just raise it up, just something like, I don't know. And maybe a couple, like I would add a couple of the Nuvo drops or something here. Just to finish it off, and that's basically very, very quick card today. Oh.
That is beautiful. So what are you, like is that Nuvo drops?
Yes, it's a pale gold Nuvo drop.
Gorgeous. Lovely.
Maybe something like that here as well to be more visible.
So Marta has used Olga Direktorenko's Paper Discovery, the brand new collection out today. We've got Slimline card builder sets and DL card builder sets as well, with all these amazing, stunning panels included. Marta's cut into the panels to create a butterfly. She's embossed the panels to create textured backgrounds.
Let me just show you that quickly. This is
so pretty.
This pretty. Is something like unexpected, like something you can always try to look on your card, on your dice. If you're buying a set of the dice, try to look like what other things you can create from it, because really that's open a whole new world for you, like rather than creating just one type, like a elegant card, then you can look like, oh, maybe I will just cut it, or like, you know, use partially die cut element or something like that. So that's really, really, you know, something which will allow you to create a lot more than just the basic design. Like, try to look for different ways you can use your dice.
Absolutely. That has been so inspirational for your first demonstration. I'm going to give you a clap, and hopefully everyone at home will clap for you as well. Well done, but you're not finished yet. I'm going to
stay around.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to give you a breather, and I'm going to do a very quick, clean and simple demonstration, and then we're going to come back to see what you can create. I believe you're going to be using the creative Slimline and DL cards. Is that correct?
Yes, that will be a different set of dice and a different style as well. So not everything will be like mixed media. It will be a little bit more card making, traditional style as well.
Certainly something for everyone. Lovely. We'll be back with you in a few moments then.
Perfect.
Thanks, Marta.
Thank you.
Lovely. So, as I promised, I am going to demonstrate. Sorry, it's probably not going to be as good as Marta's. That was amazing. I mean, how she thought of that sort of mixed media, textured, layered look from those dies is just beautiful. I'm inspired, so I'm so pleased I've got mine to play with, because I'm definitely going to be doing something with those this evening. But there are lots of other Slimline dies on the market now. Would you like to come down to my desk and come and have a look? Switch you around, because these are the Paper Discovery dies that Marta was just using, but we have some more available for you at CraftStash. We also have the apple blossom sets. Now these at the moment, you can get 10% off using that code extra10, and you know what, they are only $14.99 a set. Now that is not just a die set either. Each of these is a die and a stamp set. Okay, I love these. So I'm just going to open some of these up for you. There is a belly band, we call them a belly band, around the middle. I'm giving you technical terms there. These are die and stamp bundles. They come together like so. So you get the die, and the die is going to create your card, your shaped card base for you. And then you've got the decorative elements, and then you have the stamps that coordinate as well. So what I'm going to do, very, very different to what Marta's just done, is I'm actually going to demonstrate two of these extremely quickly, just to show you the concept and to show you how they go together. So we have the teapots with the phrase tea for two on there. I love that, the stacked teapots. Sorry, teacups and pots. We also have sunflowers too, and sending sunshine. We have the butterflies here also. I'm going to be demonstrating this in a second. And then we also have the best dressed. Now let me just pull this band down. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to rip it. I'm going to tear it off. Let's go in properly. Look, we have got the beautiful dress form and the dress you can add on top if you want to. Classy lady. And then look at that stamp. That's a floral dress stamp, and all the sentiments and accessories you can add to it as well. So as you can see, the card, which is much larger than you see on the front of the packet, it's definitely not to scale. You can cut this beautiful slimline card with the edge there, that dress form edge, into it. Okay, so let's get started. Let's do the butterfly first. I didn't realize when I planned this it would be a butterfly from Marta and then a butterfly from me, one after the other, but never mind. Mine is definitely going to be a very different style, and I'm going to keep it very clean and simple for you as well. Now don't forget, everybody, if you can please be commenting. I will go through the comments and read some more out in a moment, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Craft World, or whether you're on Facebook. We want to see your comments, because that means you are going to be in with a chance of winning. That's 3 winners today, £110 worth of brand new Paper Discovery products coming out to 3 of you, which is just brilliant, because just by comment, just say hello. There's no question to answer, there's no right or wrong comment. So this is the card shape. So you can see we've got our front and our back. We've also got our score line as well, all the shaped edge ready to go. Really, really quick and simple. So I'm going to run that through. The cardstock I'm using is a smooth cardstock, and it's around about 250 GSM. Now I am using my larger die cutting machine. Let me just bring this in. I love my Big Shot Plus because it's got an A4 platform, so I'm going to be able to cut all of my dies on that. Looking at this, I think you will need an A4 platform for this. I don't believe it will quite fit through the smaller ones, which are usually around about your 6 inches wide, aren't they? So I would definitely go for these if you've got your larger platforms. So just run this through the once. It's quite a simple die in that it just has the outline, so you don't need too much detail cut there, so you can just run through once rather than twice. Let me pop the machine back for you there. Pop that back, try not to lose my plates either, because if I lose them I'm going to have to actually get up and walk around and pick them back up. Just release my tape. So now the cutting, the actual card base has been created for you. The shaped edge is there, the score line is there. This waist, and pop that aside or use it for some stamped elements. If we just fold that along that score line, I haven't even needed to use a scoring tool. I just need to make sure I've got this the right way up, which I believe is this way. And then we have the decorative butterfly die. Now I've already cut some of these. I can cut you another one actually to show you how simple it is. But as you can see, I'm going to keep it in silver for the moment in the die. You can see how that perfectly fits that edge of that card there. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Now you can do any colourway you like. I'm just keeping this white and clean and simple for you, so you can sort of make your own decisions on how you would be decorating yours and what colourways you would be using. But I think you could really go in with lots of detail, just like Marta did with all of her texture and her different layers and colours, or you can keep it really, really clean and simple. So, like I say, something for everyone with these today, but I think slimline cards are so beautiful and so elegant. So there is that butterfly die again, just in white. So the white on white actually looks beautiful. Let me bring over a couple of other die cuts here, because I've cut this out now 3 times from that 200 GSM cardstock, and if I glue those together and place them on my card base, let me hold that up to get you in the right light. Can you see that? How beautiful is that as a card base? Stunning. You can put whatever you want, detail you want to over the top there. But it doesn't stop there, because we have got sentiments, and we've got sentiments in 2 different ways. So we've got them, let me have a little tidy up here. We've got them in the die set. So we've got the word beautiful there with the drop shadow die. And then we also have lots of sentiments in the stamp set too. So we've got You Make My Heart Flutter, Sending You Butterfly Wishes, which is tall enough to fit along the length of the card there. And then we've also got Happy Birthday on that vertical line as well. We've also got these, look like blobs, don't they? They are so clever. Let me show you how they work. Now I'm going to bring one of my white die cut pieces. Let's pop that away. And I'm going to come to, here you are, my stamping platform. Now I've got a stamping platform that's around about A5 in size, and I've had to put my stamp diagonally across so that it fits, because it is a large stamp. Now I'm going to just lift up my magnets for now, because again, large die cut, this does need to just fit in to there. And I'm not going to hold that down with my magnets, because my stamp will fit over most of that. So just take my stamp piece. Now, because this is obviously it's floppy and it needs to go in the right place, best not to pull it around or stretch it anywhere. Just lay it down very gently over your die cut, folding your platform. This is if you're using a stamping platform. You may just be using a handheld acrylic block. And there we go. Right, so now I'm going to add some colour. I am going to bring in some rainbow colours. So let's start with some red at the bottom. And you can do this butterfly by butterfly, but I quite like to mix it so that the colours change throughout each of the butterflies. So these are like the spots and dots that you get on each of their wings. So as I'm going up, I'm just changing from one to the other, and the top one will just have the touch of the darkest blue on there. Beautiful. And then I'm quickly going to fold that over and transfer that rainbow ink onto my butterflies, pressing all the way down, making sure that every area has been caught. Let's peel that off. Look at that. Oops, hopefully you can see, that's very bright in here. Hopefully you can see the rainbow effect that I've got on there. Now I will clean this up in a moment. I'm going to need it again in a moment, so pop that to the side. Here we go. So let's very quickly put this card together. So I just need my glue, which I didn't get out in readiness, which is unlike me. I'm usually pretty much on top of things, but I'm not today. So let's do one layer of butterflies. I will go back and I'll look at the comments in a moment, everyone. Hopefully there's lots for me to read. See, Marta's doing a better job at demonstrating than me today, because my glue's dried up. I didn't have my pokey tool to hand. It's me leaving it all to her to be professional. So are you going to come out? There we go. So just adding glue to the larger parts of the wings there. You don't need to worry about all the smaller elements unless you really want to. If anyone's wondering, because I know a lot of people often ask about glues, I'm using the Cosmic Shimmer glue. It's actually a favourite amongst many of our design team members and many of our co-brands. So people like Helen Griffin, people like Sam Cowcott, Christina Griffiths. I know they all love this glue as well. Let me just unblock that. You shouldn't do it this way. You shouldn't do it with the pokey tool. You should put a lid on it so it doesn't dry out in the first place. This is in an emergency. You can use something down the nozzle to just unblock it, but usually this glue doesn't block up too much unless you're in a hot studio like I am and the air's very dry. So I'm now putting my coloured version over the top, and this has just built up those layers ever so slightly to make it really stand out, and you get a little bit of a grey drop shadow then from the thickness of those butterfly layers there. I've just transferred some ink there, but I will leave that to dry and I'll wipe that off. But you can see there the beauty of those butterflies on the edge of the card, that shaped card. And then we do have, which I won't stick down right now because I'll very quickly want to show you another demonstration, a different one of these. We have the word beautiful there from the die set and the drop shadow, which would sit beautifully, well, anywhere on the card. You could put that up with the blues if you wanted to and sit like that. So that's the butterfly shaped card. Let me just bundle this together and move on to one more that I want to show you very, very quickly, and that's those teacups. So let's bring everything. So I'm going to use an ivory coloured cardstock. I'm going to use white again, just to be able to show you the basic concept. And let's go through, where are we? With teacups and the matching stamps as well. So let me cut these two out. Now you'll find with our die sets you get everything in a bag, which keeps everything safe. But you can take those out if you want to and just put them into the cardboard packaging if it's easier for you for storage. Everyone stores their dies in different ways, don't they? So I'm just going to cut from plain white cardstock the teacups there. Oops. And then I will cut my card base from ivory so they really stand out and you can see them, still keeping within sort of nice vintage style. So the ivory cardstock that I'm going to be using is actually Hunky Dory Adorable Scoreable, and I do love using that for my card bases because it's really thick cardstock and it holds its shape beautifully. Now hopefully you can see there's some scoring on there already, which is perfect. I'm going to just run through my die with my ivory cardstock there as well. So just pop that into my machine and come back again. And this does, of course, the edge of the card and then the score line also. There we go. So we'll be going back to Marta shortly once we've finished. Now don't forget, while I'm doing this, we've got an amazing Mother's Day competition running from now until Mother's Day, so there's still a few more days to enter. We are picking a winner every single day over on Craft World. Pop over there and come and tell us, you'll see it on the homepage, come and tell us basically your mother, somebody who is like a mother to you, maybe it's the lady next door is a fantastic mum. Come and tell us why they are your hero, and we are choosing someone every day to win a fantastic prize. We have given away things like what have we given away? There's been magazine subscriptions, there's been collections from Made to Surprise, there's been lots and lots of other amazing prizes that people have won. Now I'm just looking for my stamp set. Oh, it's there. I'm looking for my stamp set, it's right in front of me. So make sure you come over to Craft World and join in with that Mother's Day competition. So I will read out a few of the names of people who have won again in a moment. I just need a second set of eyes before I can do that. But there's been so many winners already, so you could be one of those also. So as you can see, this stamp set, just like the butterflies, it lines up beautifully with those teacups. So just laying it across the top there. Let's fold that. I'm getting messy. You know what I'm like when I get messy. I don't like it. I need to be tidying up. Just going to gently lift that stamp set off, and this time I'm going to use a pale blue colour rather than using the bright colours that I used before. Again, keeping this really clean and simple for you, just so you can get the idea of what these beautiful Slimline spring cards will do for you from Apple Blossom. Fold that over, press that down, and look at that. How beautiful is that? It's absolutely stunning. And of course, it will fit perfectly onto the edge. I like to leave a very slight border, but it fits onto the edge of our card. Aren't these so pretty? I absolutely love them. So they are your apple blossom cards. I've shown you 2 different styles. There are lots to choose from, of course, but they are all within the springtime theme. Now let me just come back to myself so you can see. Get you away from my messy desk quickly so I can quickly sort of tidy up whilst Marta's demonstration. We're going to go back to her in a moment. But today, if you're just joining us, we've got a few minutes left. We've got plenty of time, Marta. Don't worry about rushing. But we have got another demonstration for you. We're looking at Slimline cards because we have got the brand new Paper Discovery collection for you of Slimline and DL card builder sets that Marta has beautifully demonstrated at the beginning of the hour, and you can catch up with that on YouTube. You can catch up here on Facebook or over on Craft World later on if you can't stay with us at the moment or if you missed it earlier. We have lots of comments coming in, so all of you commenting, you are going to be in with a chance of winning some of that brand new Paper Discovery. I will have another giveaway, a huge giveaway to mention at the end, so hang around for that. But before we do that, we have lots of Slimline cards over at craftstash.co.uk. Not only Paper Discovery, not only Apple Blossom, Creative is another brand. Now Creative Slimline dies will come from as low as $13.99, and they are also included with that code extra10 to get your 10% off today. So make sure you bear that in mind when you're over on the website. There's a massive banner when you first go on it. It's in bright red, you can't miss it. But extra 10, jot that note down, jot that code down so you can remember to put it in at your checkout. Should we go back to Marta and see what she's got for us, because I know she's got another demonstration. Hopefully she's ready for us. Marta, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm ready. I've got my creative dice out just to quickly show you.
Lovely.
They are beautiful, and one thing you can tell about the creative, they really like excellent price point, and you've got a really good set which will serve you for so many cards and occasion. And I really like those scallop one, and they really go well with the another scallop, because they also have this like a scallop range. There's like a torn edge, the edge with little dots, or a stitching line, so you really have a lot to choose from. I'll just quickly show you a few cards before we jump into the presentation.
Okay.
I've got a box ready. I don't think we've got a time for all of them, so visit me on the Craft World on my page, Drop of Sunshine. You'll definitely see my creation over there. I just want to quickly show you that once you start making the Slimline cards, you can go from the simpler cards, and once you train yourself, you will be able to build up your composition and create something like more, adding more elements. I'll have some like here you can see that you can really do a lot with the Slimline card. They not necessarily have to be clean and simple. You can build them up as much as you like. You can really make a lot. You
really do like Slimline cards, don't you?
I do. I just love them. This was the card I actually created before. But I redo it because I didn't like how plain it was, and
it's
I got the video on that. And this is from Olga, the other collection. She's got the card builder as well. Remember, there is some slim line dice there as well, and they will go really well with the set. And here it's an example of that torn edge one, adding just a big bow, and this is just took me like 5 minutes, literally just passed through the machine and just cut the elements and altered them. The design paper, white layer design paper, and you've got ready cards. This is how quickly you can go. Here it's embossed the edge. I don't know if you can see it here. And the sun is definitely not on my side today. Plus my
we love to see it. It's fine.
So here's another one with the embossing line. So without further ado, I'll just jump into the card, and I'm quite happy that you mentioned there's a Mother's Day comment, because I have the Mother's Day inspiration for you today. So that will be something. Well, obviously it's a short time if someone is ordered today, but maybe for the next year, or if you've got a die, you can still use it. What I'm going to be using is the stitch edge one. And what I did before, I cut myself several strips. I've got a little bit ready, but I'll just quickly show you. And one thing I want to show you, this is my last year discovery, which I love. It's those easing shiny sprays, which are available on CraftStash. I just love them. This is absolutely pure gold, and it's pure gold because it's absolutely, like, I think it's some kind of revolutionary formula into them, because
Wow.
they don't, these particles, they don't go down.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about, like, mixing up and blocking the bottles. And a lot goes a very long way. They're very beautiful. Obviously, if you spray them directly on the paper, you will have much more darker tone. But what I do, I spray one pump and then just cover it with the sponge, and this is absolutely amazing. It's very shiny. I don't think the camera will catch it, but actually the surface, it looks like it would be used with the wick of Stella.
Yes, so shimmery.
Yeah, so any white paper, you just go over, and this is beautiful pastel tone. Oh, I'm being clumsy. But look on that, it's just shouting the spring.
Wow.
It's perfect for this.
It's like making your very own pearlized paper, isn't it?
And you can go, if you're not happy it's too pale, just add a little bit more, go one more time, and you will have the perfect coloring papers every single time.
Oh, I love
and
it.
It's just taken no time at all. So I've prepared myself a lot of those strips. I'm not going to be coloring them because it's very easy, like not all of them, maybe one more, just so you can see the colors. They are so beautiful. I should probably clean my foil, but never mind. But look on that blue. This is my fair. This is my I know I'm saying that too lot, but this blue is just gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful shades. And this is something which really lasts you, because one spray, it will help you to color a lot of the papers. So definitely something worth to invest in. I'm just gonna put it aside because I knew I won't have as much time for this one. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm planning to do, I have this bit of the double-sided paper, because it will be easier to glue something once you have rather than smear it everything with the glue or trying to use the double-sided tape. I'm just gonna be trying to attach it evenly, just like that. And then just
what do you know what brand that double-sided sticky is?
I don't know.
No, that's fine. I wasn't sure if you would or not.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be one on the CraftStash page as well, on the store, I think. So I'm just releasing it, and what I'm planning to do is just to attach my strips diagonally.
Oh, okay.
And let me just chop
that off. So you're making your own background?
Yes, to create my own pattern paper. I am just attaching those strips diagonally, and I don't know, is the yellow nice after the green?
We've had a question that I'm just going to quickly answer. This is from Cindy. She's asked about envelopes for these cards. Now, if you go onto CraftStash, there are envelopes for DL cards, and there are also these cello bags as well. So a Slimline card will fit inside a DL envelope too. You'll have a little bit of space. But alternatively, if you like to make your own envelopes, there is a really quick and easy way of making your own envelopes over on, I hope it's already up now. There was a tip of the day as such over on Craft World, so you can check that out, how to use something like a 12 by 12 sheet of paper for making your very own envelopes, any size.
So this way, I've just showed you the beginning because I didn't want to spend a lot of the time to create that.
Of course,
yeah. I've added all over the strips. Once I color them, I add them in the pattern, and then I took another bigger die and just cut around it. And this is the beautiful piece. And then I think that the little bit of the shininess adding to the card is just add that extra special touch. So I use this shimmer paper, and there is, I think it's a Crafter Companions one on a CraftStash page. You can buy this. Is very like a delicate shimmery glitter paper. It's that non-sheer one. And then I use some lovely letters from the Christina die set.
Yes,
and
I have those.
This is just making the card. And I'm just quickly gonna be attaching it. I think I should look for the tape. And so I just thought that will be something quick and easy to show. and I don't know, but this pastel spray that just like reminds me the springtime, which I'm really missing right now, and I'm so ready for spring and summer to come. So what about you? What's your Lou, what's your favorite season of the year?
I think actually some Mother's Day is perfect for me because I love the spring cards. I love putting florals and butterflies and things on cards. It changes. I think I just get into every season. Once it's here, I really get into it, and I love crafting with it. I don't tend to do much for New Year, I must admit. That's probably the one that I craft for least is New Year, but definitely, obviously, Christmas. Do lots for Christmas.
I love Christmas creations, yeah. There is not enough gold you can put on it for Christmas creations, and I love adding those sparkliness to the cards.
We can really bring out the bling, can't we, at Christmas time? Yeah. So we have got, just so everybody knows, I've been mentioning this 10% off using the code EXTRA10. Now we've already seen the creative dies, we've seen the apple blossom dies, they've all got that 10% off. But that is only today. That is an offer just for today. So make sure you're really, really quick with that, getting those things into your basket and getting that code in. That's extra 10. The paper discovery offer with the free stamp set is going to last until next week. So that's next Friday. Marta, somebody has asked, Mary has asked, which glue do you use?
I've got the PVA glue, but I tend to switch between the PVA and the Cosmic Shimmer.
Yeah, Cosmic Shimmer, so popular.
Yeah, I just don't have the Cosmic Shimmer, but I did have ages ago. I bought the big bottle of the PVA glue, and I'm just like adding on to this small bottle. I don't even know what's a brand because it's been long gone, the label.
Yeah,
but it's just a school glue, a regular school glue. So here I am just gonna be adding some letters, and it's very quick and easy, and with the strips you can basically create a card for any occasion.
Beautiful.
Like, you know, dependingly, if you use like a more pastel tone colors, that will be good for like a baby card or something like that, or like a more brownish navy tone for like a Father's Day card.
Of course,
that would be a great idea as well, dependingly which one.
So Father's Day is June, I believe. So that's coming up.
I think it's the 23rd, I believe. Is it not?
Oh, do you? I don't know. I'm really bad. It's usually towards the end of June, so I'll take your word for it. Marta says.
That's quite funny because I've got a quite good memory if it comes for the numbers, but then I cannot recall the names. So,
that is beautiful.
And then maybe just a couple flowers or something. I've got the ribbon, so I don't know. I'll just gonna try to tie a bow or something.
Hopefully, if you get a chance, Marta, if you can take a photo of it for us so we can post it over on Craft World and on CraftStash so that we can see all of that shimmer coming through on the photo.
Definitely, I'm gonna do that.
Lovely. And of course, everybody, if you love Marta's creations, you can join her over on Craft World. Her name over there is A Drop of Sunshine. It's just lovely. I love that name. So inspirational. And you post a lot, don't you?
A little bit, yeah. I think Craft World community in general, it's such a lovely place to be, and I've got so many wonderful friends who've been so much supportive to me that you just want to stay in touch with everyone, actually, and everyone motivates everyone, and should probably
it is lovely.
Like this,
it is fantastic.
Just gonna add a couple flowers in a corner just to dress it up a little bit.
Gorgeous.
Then bulb.
Now those flowers remind me, I'm pretty sure I saw you in the comments, Marta, on Wednesday. Did you watch Sandy's Craft Along Wednesday evening?
Yes, I was actually.
I saw
really
you there.
It.
Yeah, she just loves her embellishments, doesn't she? And everyone, you can catch up with Sandy's Craft Along over on Craft World, of course, where she made a beautiful tag using what did she use? She used Christina's dyes as well.
Christina, yes, the new collection with this words fancy like a label style dyes. They're really nice one, yeah.
That is lovely. So thank you so much.
My second card, so it's totally different style. And let me just show you the other one before and this one today. And this one, along with all the other one, I will have them on a craft world. So definitely, I invite you there if you're not there already.
They are beautiful.
You should be. You should be, because it's really, really worth it. And yes,
gorgeous. So
it's my favorite place to be. So I think that's it. Thank
you so much. Have you enjoyed that?
Yes, I will. I'm a little bit stressed because, as I'm saying, that I had a couple technical issues before we start, but I'm hoping I've managed to still deliver a little bit of inspiration to everyone.
We have loved having you. We really have.
From this place, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watch, who come today to spend their time with me. This is a huge pleasure to be here, and I really, really appreciate everyone and your support and your comments, which I can't see, but I will go over. I will rewatch it myself and then go over your comments and answer your question if you have any. And thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And everyone can join you over on Craft World and see more of your projects and inspiration. Thank you, Marta. I'm going to say goodbye to you now. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll have you back very soon.
I'm hoping to. Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Have a lovely day and happy Friday to everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, isn't she just so talented? It's crazy. So we've been talking about Slimline and DL cards. I've got some examples here, mostly made using the Creative brand. That's what Marta was just using. So you can really go mixed media and create panels that you then cut out. You can go really quite modern with your bright colours. You can add in the scallop. The scallops in the Slimline are really, really pretty as well. That's incorporating a Daisy May stamp there. And then we've got the scallops as a frame as well, because they're nested dies that you get in those Creative die sets. You can do apertures, you can do frames, and of course you could do your shaped card bases as well. Now, one more thing, a couple more things for you. We not only have those brands that we've been talking about today, Paper Discovery, Creative and Apple Blossom, but we also have other brands on the website that are well worth you checking out. And there's 10% off of Lawn Fawn today. Have you seen Lawn Fawn before? They have beautiful dies, again in that DL and that Slimline shape. We've got the ones with the heart apertures in here, which are really, really pretty. So 10% off of these today using that code extra10. And then we've also got from Creative Expressions, designed by Sue Wilson, we have these designs too, which are really good fun. So you really can mix and match all of these different DL and Slimline shaped cards and do amazing, amazing projects with them. So I have a couple more tasks left to do. One of them is I just want to remind you of that Mother's Day competition we've got running over on Craft World, and I did say I was going to announce a few of our winners so far. So the names, if I can just get them in the right place, are I feel like a newsreader like this. Do you like this? So some of the names that have won so far, and you could be next, of course, by entering. We've got Doc Petra. I'm going to presume that's a handle. We've got Jude B. We've had Allegra. We've had Rosebud. We've had Jenny LN. So, you know, any of you could be next. All you need to do is come over to Craft World and tell us why your mum or a mum you know is your hero, what they do so fantastically. And we are giving away things like 6-month magazine subscriptions. We're giving away die bundles. There's so much going on. That's over on Craft World, but also on Craft World you can catch up with things like last week's or this week's craft along that Sandy was doing, that myself and Marta were watching. That was absolutely brilliant. Now, 3 winners from today. I have your names here now. So we have now, I do struggle with your surname. I've said it a few times because I know you comment an awful lot. First of all, we have Joan Pelotti. Am I saying that right? Please do exactly as Marta did. Send me a voice message. Write it out phonetically for me. I want to get it right for you. So Joan, you'll know who you are. Congratulations, you are our first winner. We also have Zoe Fawcett. Congratulations to you as well. And we have Elizabeth Turnbull. I don't think I had any issues with your two names. Hopefully not. You are all winners. Please message us wherever you're watching from so we can send out your prize to you. We need your postal address for that. So that 10% off code does only last today, but we have the free stamp offer over on Paper Discovery when you're purchasing one of those bundles. That is running until next Friday. One more thing for you though, if you're absolutely loving that new Paper Discovery collection, you can see more of that and you can opt in to win potentially that. I can't say you'll definitely win, but you can enter to win the entire bundle over on CraftWorld. That's craftworld.com. If you've not already signed up, it's completely free to join. All we need is an email address and a password and you're in. You can comment, you can be in the chance of winning. We'll announce that next week for you. That's the entire Paper Discovery bundle. So thank you so much for joining myself and Marta. I'm going to go and have a breather and have a chat with Marta, make sure she's okay, because I know she was very stressed, but she did an amazing job. If you love seeing her things, please go over to Craft World. She is under A Drop of Sunshine, her handle, so see her there. So I will see you next week. Next week's very exciting for me because I am launching another brand new textures range. I've got 2 collections to show you and I'm going to be joined by the lovely Lou Withers. So I will